Okay, I'm going to tackle a tough one on here. In fact, I'm sure it's going to take more than one daily motivator to address this issue. But nevertheless, I'm going to try and tackle it. And hopefully I'll do a good job. Hopefully. Hi, this is Seth David with Daily Motivator number 98. And this one, we're talking about letting go. You hear it all the time. People say, let go. Let go, move on. Let go and let God. Let go, let go. Let go of my ego. Let go. Let go. But how? How do I let go? How does one let go? Some situations are easy. Let's say I have a recurring problem with an individual that I'm not that close with to begin with. Well, then it's easy. I just remove that person from my life. I no longer allow that person into my life. I cut them off, and I make it clear. I don't want you in my life. Whatever the case, whatever the situation is, you explain to the person, I'd rather you didn't call me, I'd rather, whatever you have to say. Or sometimes the best response is just no response. Just don't respond to that person, don't engage. But what if it's somebody close to you? What if it's a family member who causes a recurring problem, and it's somebody who, for whatever reason, you can't simply remove from your life because they're going to be there, and they're going to be involved? How do you let go? How do you let go of a situation like that when somebody gives you repeated trouble? Yes, you can try and set boundaries, but that doesn't always work. Some people just don't get it when you set the boundaries. So, what do? How do you let go? Well, I don't have the answer. I'm going to be honest. I don't have 100% of the answer anyway. I know one thing's for sure, I pray a lot. I pray a lot. When I have a recurring problem and I don't know what to do, I had a situation last week where I just got to the point where I sat down and I was having lunch, and I had just gotten off the phone with a person who really got me upset. And this is a person who repeatedly gets me upset. Every time I deal with him, he gets me upset. I can't stand him. And he's a client. So what do? I sat down at lunch and I just said, God, please help me with this. Please help me figure out a way to get this person into the category of thank you for all those things you've taken away from me. And the answer came to me. The answer came to me later that day. And I came up with a solution, going to another client and making, just basically, I'll tell you straight out, I went to another client, I dropped their rate in exchange for them kind of giving me 2 days of work per week, and it worked out. And so now I'm in a position where whenever I'm ready to, I can let go of this client who causes me recurring stress. Client I can't stand. I don't want to work with people like that, and I've talked about that, is you want to build the surroundings in your life that are based on all the things you want and none of the things you don't want. So if there's somebody in your life that you don't want who causes you recurring trouble, you got to just let them go. You got to just find a way to edge them out of your life. But what if that person stands in between you and somebody whom you do want in your life? Now that's where it starts to get real tricky. It starts to get real tricky because however that translates in terms of actual facts, we've all been in that situation where there's somebody we can't stand, but we need to keep them in our lives in order to get to the person that we want to be able to have a relationship with. And that's the tricky one, and that's the one I'm going to have to tackle probably in several daily motivators, if anything. Your miracle. Get excited about today.